Howdy YouTube, today we're taking a look at the Kenner Flying Alien Queen. In the 90s, Kenner was the top of the line figure company, I think, in the world. You had Star Wars, Aliens, Predator, Terminator, Batman. Any figure series that was worth collecting usually came from Kenner. When I saw this at my local comic book shop, I absolutely freaked. Why? Because this is something I had not seen before. I know it was released and all that sort of stuff, but to see it in person, it looks ridiculously cool. It's just something so ludicrous. How do we make an alien queen even more scary and even more formidable? Well, let's chuck some wings on it and make it rabid. So I think that's a brilliant idea for a figure. If you're reading the current Alien vs. Vampirella comic book series, you'll know that there is a flying alien queen in that, which is pretty sick. So I'm very excited to get this opened up and out of packaging. Now, in terms of packaging, it's pretty cool. It comes in the old school Kenner style packaging, which is very big, very bulky, if I'm honest. But at the same time, it's extremely cool. If you know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh, that reminds me a lot of like Blue Eyes White Dragon. It just looks sick. I love the design and the artwork. It's got that comic-y feel to it, but it just looks really impressive. Kenner have done a great job with their packaging here. The actual alien queen itself is really cool. As you can see, it's a special deluxe flying queen. I'm not sure what that means, but we'll find out once we get it opened up. Okay, and here we've got the back of the packaging, and we see some of the incredibly cool figures that Kenner released. The read-up on the flying alien queen says, "Dark, empty, silent. This is deep space, and the vicious aliens are attacking." Love it. "One force has the guns and the guts to face these gruesome creatures. Send in the heavy metal, send in the space marines. The invasion is on." That's pretty cool, actually. Taking a look at the other figures in the set, I love how they come up with just the various different figure options, really. I mean, that's the only way to describe it. Like, you got to remember, Kenner was a huge toy company. So at some point they have sat down over a board meeting table and said, well, what can we do to sell figures? Let's come up with a snake alien. That looks badass. What about a mantis alien, a scorpion alien, rhino alien? It's just crazy the amount of stuff they've come up with. What's kind of cool, hopefully you guys can see on the back the size difference between the normal alien and the flying alien queen. I think that looks epic. I really hope I come across this snake alien because that looks wicked. Also, too, we've got the Space Marines, Ripley, Hicks, Apom, Drake, Bishop, and Atax with alien disguise gear. Kind of cool. And look at the vehicles as well. That's pretty sick. So, well done, Kenner, for making everyone's childhood extremely awesome. So, let's get this opened up. Okay, and here we've got the Alien Queen opened up and out of packaging. A really cool looking figure. There is a ton of assembly required. Thankfully, it's pretty straightforward and pretty simple. But I'll just take this opportunity to show you guys the actual Queen itself. It looks wicked. Nice detail. You've got to remember, this is 90s we're talking here. And the level of detail is fantastic. Now, the whole figure is made out of like a translucent kind of plastic. So if you hold it in different light positions, it does change color slightly between like a dark metallic-y blue and like a silver platinum kind of color, which is pretty sick. Honestly, it's a shame that kids' toys aren't like this now because there's just something about them that makes them look incredibly awesome. Taking a look at the side and the back, nice paint on the red veins and everything like that. It's just a very cool looking figure. In terms of articulation, you get a swivel head, swivel arms, and swivel legs. So not a ton there, but still, for what it is incredibly cool. Okay, and here we've got the Flying Alien Queen opened up and out of packaging. It looks ridiculously cool. I am a massive fan of this figure, especially considering I picked it up for about $10, which I think is an absolute steal for what it is. In terms of assembly, it's actually not that hard. You just clip the wings in on the side and then the tail on the back. Even that has lots of nice detail. Look at the spike, almost like a spear on the back, moving down. The wings are in the same sort of translucent plastic, which looks really cool. It's just a great looking figure. Now, it does have a gimmick much like 90% of all toys released in the 90s, and that is you push this button on the back and the wings flap, so you get your flying Rodan style action. It also does come with some pincer claws, which apparently, and if I can use the 90s Kenner Terminator, clamp shut when you put something inside them. Clamp shut. So a little bit of trouble with that particular gimmick there. That's a little disappointing, if I'm honest. But otherwise, still very, very cool. And just for size comparison, you can see the NECA Alien Queen compared to a NECA Terminator figure. Both are very similar in scale and size. Realistically, the Alien Queen should probably be significantly larger, but that doesn't matter too much because both are incredibly awesome figures. If you find a chance to pick up this Alien Queen, 100% it's well worth it. I'm a big fan of the old school Kenner toys, and certainly the Aliens line was no exception. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this retro review on the Kenner Flying Alien Queen.